Have you ever wondered what the world might look like if China becomes the dominant global superpower? It's a future that many nations in the West are now trying to prevent, or at least delay. From Africa to South America, Southeast Asia to Eastern Europe, China's footprint is growing rapidly. But can the West really stop China's global expansion? Or is it already too late? Let's start with the facts. China's Belt and Road Initiative, launched in 2013, is arguably the most ambitious infrastructure project in modern history. Over 140 countries have signed on, accepting Chinese investments to build roads, railways, ports, and power plants. On the surface, it looks like economic cooperation. But behind the scenes, there's a clear strategy: influence. China isn't just building infrastructure, it's building alliances, dependencies, and leverage. In Africa, for example, China is now the largest trading partner for most countries. Chinese companies build airports, fund government buildings, and offer massive loans. In return, they gain access to vital natural resources, long-term contracts, and political goodwill. Western countries, especially the US and its allies, are watching nervously. But despite voicing concerns about debt traps and authoritarian influence, the West has struggled to offer meaningful alternatives. In Southeast Asia, China uses both carrots and sticks. It invests in nations like Cambodia and Laos, while asserting territorial claims in the South China Sea, causing tension with countries like Vietnam and the Philippines. Meanwhile, Western powers talk about a free and open Indo-Pacific, but often fall short when it comes to real engagement or investment. China, on the other hand, is always present, with cash, construction crews, and a strategic long-term vision. Economically, China has also been building institutions that rival those of the West. The Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, for instance, serves as a counterweight to the Western-dominated World Bank. Chinese tech giants are providing digital infrastructure to developing nations, offering alternatives to Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. This isn't just economic competition. It's a battle over values, influence, and who gets to shape the rules of the future. So, what can the West do? First, it needs to stop underestimating China's strategy. This isn't just about trade or tech, it's about reshaping global power dynamics. Second, the West needs to invest in real partnerships, not just offer criticism. Instead of warning countries against China, why not provide better, fairer options? Build, invest, show up, consistently and with respect. And third, the West must look inward. Political dysfunction, inequality, and short-term thinking have all eroded global trust. If the West wants to lead, it must lead by example, through strength, but also through credibility. But here's the twist. This isn't a zero-sum game. The world doesn't have to choose between China or the West. There is still room for cooperation, competition, and coexistence. However, if the West continues to retreat, while China pushes forward relentlessly, the balance will shift, permanently. So, can the West stop China's global expansion? Maybe. But only if it's willing to rethink its approach, rebuild its alliances, and re-engage with the world on a deeper level. If this topic made you think, imagine what else we could explore together. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more deep dives into the biggest global stories shaping our future. Your curiosity is powerful. Let's use it well.